Hey Rock, what podcast you listen to?
I'm not listening to a podcast, bro. Where you been? I'm listening to Clubhouse. Clubhouse is the bomb. It is going to revolutionize the way people learn. It's where everybody's hanging out and exchanging information. Clubhouse, baby. So a lot of people have been asking me if I think that Clubhouse is going to replace podcasts, and I'm on both the platforms, and I think that there are advantages to both, similarities for both. But I'll tell you what, let's first talk about what Clubhouse is. So if you're not familiar with it, it's an app you can download on your phone, and it's a drop-in audio app founded by Paul Davidson and Rohan Seth, who are soon to become the next billionaires based on my very own assumption. Who knows? And here's some facts. They say that by May, CNBC, like that's months ago, said that it was already valued at 100 million. So now take that into the future, billions upon billions are going to be coming down the road for them. So pretty cool for them. And by the way, it says that, an idea can turn into something great. And I wouldn't put all your effort into an idea hoping to become the next YouTuber or what have you overnight, but on the side, maybe develop it, yes? So it mimics real life interactions, so you can communicate and talk with people. You can watch people have conversations on stage, so you can get a feeling of their persona, how they handle maybe questions or some controversial conversations that are a little bit, of a debate. So you get a real feel for people. There's spontaneous rooms. You can start a room. Anybody can start a room on any title, and you may have nobody show up, or you may have a ton of people show up, or just something in between. You can do them on a regular basis. You can do them last minute, and people can drop in, and people can come out whenever they want. And of course, like I said before, you can invite people to your stage. So if somebody cool walks in your room and you see them on your screen, you're like, oh my God, Grant Cardone walked in my room. Grant, come up on the stage. So it's really cool from that perspective. There's certainly a component of community building because you can follow people and you can kind of get like friends with people. You can ask them for a personal meeting in another room, which is really cool. Think about it. You're like, hey, yo, you want to jump in a room? And it's like having coffee with somebody on the spot. Very, very cool. And it's exclusive to friends of current users. So it's by invitation only. Why? Because we want to curate the community. We want it to be high-level people, keep the robots out, the spammers out, and all that kind of good stuff. And if somebody you invite is misbehaving, you get kicked out. So you have to be very selective in who you invite, because if they go crazy one day, then you lose your privileges. So will Clubhouse kill podcasts? Well, the answer to that is no. And here's why. If you look at the differences, Clubhouse is audio-based and podcast is audio and video. So you have the options of the two. Clubhouse is live with no pausing, where with the evergreen aspect of a podcast, you can be listening to it in your car. It's recorded, so you can pause it, you can review it, you can go back to it, you can download it and listen to it whenever you want. With Clubhouse, you have interaction with listeners and in the audience, so you can go into a room and you can literally talk to the person beside you or talk to the audience up front. You'll see Clubhouse can be addictive. There are people that are literally going on it hour after hour, going from one room to the next and checking things out and meeting people because it's so interactive. Where with a podcast, it's interactive with the guest only. So the host talks to the guest and you're watching in the audience, but you can't jump in there because it's recorded in advance in most cases. And you can't talk to the other people in the audience that are listening because you don't know who's listening. So it's different from that perspective. You're basically the public, and you build your own fan base as a podcast through marketing and through the different channels, where Clubhouse is something that you can actually, while you're sitting in the audience, you can go, oh my God, I'm listening to Rock Thomas speak, or I'm listening to Grant Cardone or whoever, and you can click and invite your friends on the spot, and they pop in. They're like cutting the lawn or working out in the gym, and they get a ping, and you're like, come in and listen to this conversation. So essentially, those are the differences between Clubhouse and a podcast. Both are going to thrive and do incredibly well, but Clubhouse is going to take some market share away from the podcast industry for sure. So maybe one of the best ways to compare the two is it's like live music at concert. Maybe you love those. It's really cool. It's interactive. You get to connect with people. It's cool, right? Or recorded. That's where you can pause it. You can replay the song over and over again. And the podcast is like that. So Clubhouse versus podcast. Both of those are available on your phone. And you can see it's as easy as this. I've been on Clubhouse the entire time while we're speaking. It's playing. These are the people, all the people that are in that room.
My confidence quite a lot. So,
and some cool people here. I'm going to catch up with it. So peace out. I'll see you later.